Epic Universe, the newest theme park for Universal Orlando, features some of the most technologically impressive attractions in the world. But with a whole new theme park also comes all new details to explore. From hidden project numbers used in construction of the park to new lore for original characters and everything in between, here are 15 Easter eggs you can find hidden within all the worlds of Universal Epic Universe. Starting in the wizarding world of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic, when entering the Battle at the Ministry ride, look at the numbers above each of the Floo fireplaces. They are the different project numbers for each of the worlds of Epic Universe, used by construction crews and designers while the park was being built. Project 901 is Celestial Park. 902 is for Dark Universe. 903 is the Isle of Berk, 904 Super Nintendo World, and 905 is for the Wizarding World itself. Inside of Le Gobelin Noir, the restaurant you can find within the Wizarding World's side alley, you can spot a trio of puppets high on a shelf above the tables in the main dining room. These are the Tales of the Three Brothers puppets, just like the ones seen in the Tales of Beetle the Bard show at Universal Studios Florida, which was inspired by the animated sequence in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. The brother puppet in the center of the trio can be seen holding the Elder Wand. In Darkmoor Village, where the Dark Universe world is set, you can spot several references to the number 428. The year that the town was founded in story. One of these numbers can be spotted on a brick facing the well in the center of town, where the violin player can often be found playing. The year 428 was chosen as a tribute to Carl Laemmle Jr. His father founded Universal Studios, but Carl Jr. was head of production from 1928 to 1936, when the classic Universal Monsters films were released, including Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Invisible Man, and Bride of Frankenstein, making him sort of the father of these characters. Look down while walking along the path between the village of Darkmoor and the Curse of the Werewolf roller coaster, and you may notice footprints. They start off as human footprints, but then transition into large wolf prints, almost as if the Wolfman's full moon transformation happened right here as he was escaping out of town and into the forest. Look up just as you enter the second pre-show for Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment, and above the crowd of people, you'll see a medical table illuminated by electricity. Fans of the original 1931 Frankenstein film may recognize this as a reproduction of the table where Dr. Henry Frankenstein's creation was brought to life. It can only be seen for a few seconds at the start of the pre-show until the lights go dim, so don't blink or you'll miss it. Lead designer for Monsters Unchained, Gregory Hall, always leaves a calling card on the attractions that he works on. A signature of sorts, GR390430, shows up on attractions like Transformers, the Incredible Hulk coaster, and more. It stands for Greg April 30th, his birthday. To find it at this ride, look in the first pre-show room with Igor. At the front left of the room is a specimen list hanging inside of a cabinet. It lists all of the monsters that have been captured by the Doctor, and has the Greg April 30th calling card at the top. But that's not all, as you can also spot Greg on the Frankenstein family tree hanging on the wall in the queue. He's shown as the father on the family tree, just like he's the father of the ride. Many of the documents on the walls of the queue for Monsters Unchained feature the number 902E, which is the Dark Universe's project number 902 with an E at the end, which may stand for E-ticket. Also, all of the signatures on these documents throughout the queue from Dr. Victoria Frankenstein herself are unique, with none of them repeating or copy and pasted. Deep in the catacombs where the Monsters Unchained ride takes place, we pass by several creepy statues. In the brief moment between seeing Victoria with her crossbow for the first time on the ride, through to seeing the creature from the Black Lagoon right in front of us, there are several statues that may look familiar. These statues are tributes to multiple icons from Halloween Horror Nights, including Eddie, Bone, Jack the Clown, and Chance. There are over 30 Pikmin hiding around Super Nintendo World, in at least 10 different spots. In addition to several groups of Pikmin that can be found around the main Super Mario Land area, there are at least one inside of the Yoshi's Adventure queue, a group outside in Donkey Kong Country, and even a few hidden around the Superstar store in Celestial Park, located just outside of the world's exit. One well-hidden group of Pikmin can be found inside of the Minecart Madness Temple queue, drawn into a mural on the wall. This mural is a nod to the original Donkey Kong game and features several poor Pikmin being run over by a rolling barrel. When you first enter How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, you may spot some baby dragons on the right side of the lagoon. Two of them can be seen fighting over a fish. There's a mural inside of the ordering windows at Spitfire Grill where a Viking and a dragon are fighting over a fish too. These are similar motifs as the two compies fighting over a shirt at the Jurassic Park ride in Islands of Adventure, as well as the moving sign with dinosaurs fighting over a slice of pizza at Pizza Predatoria in the same park. The Fire Drill boat ride has another nod to Islands of Adventure. There are large banners on the backside of the load area facing this interactive boat ride. One of the banners contains the words, "Things are just starting to heat up," which is a direct line from Doc Ock on the Spider-Man ride in Marvel's Superhero Island.
Things are just starting to heat up.
Celestial Park, the central areas of Epic Universe, contains one of the best Easter eggs in any theme park ever. There are flux capacitors on the back of the coaster trains for Stardust Racers, straight out of Back to the Future. There is no elaborate backstory to explain why the iconic flashing Y-shaped lights invented by Doc Brown in 1955 are on the trains, but that doesn't matter. It's just cool. Keeping the time travel motif going, the controls at the load and unload station, as well as some design elements on the trains themselves, resemble time travel controls from the 1960 film adaptation of H.G. Wells' The Time Machine. The host stand for Atlantic, the underwater-themed eatery, is shaped like a large diver's helmet. A round plate can be seen on the front with the words CP Space Diving Helmet, with CP standing for Celestial Park. It also says Atlantic and the Roman numerals for Epic Universe's opening year, 2025. At the bottom are the numbers P304, which is the overall project number for Epic Universe, and B1220, which is the building number for Atlantic specifically. Captain Cacao is the adorable mascot for the park's main candy store, Moonship Chocolates and Celestial Sweets. In story, he searches the cosmos looking for the best candies with his partner Maya of the Skies. You can see maps, notes, and ingredients from their travels in a display case on the left side of the store. A recipe for the star-shaped floating marshmallows that power their moonship can be spotted here as well. Captain Cacao's suitcase, which he is sitting on the top of the ship mast in the center of the store, is filled with stickers from locations found throughout all of Celestial Park. There are a set of increasingly smaller doors on the right side of the shop. The largest of these doors is for Maya. The smaller one within it is labeled for Captain Cacao. And a third, even smaller door is labeled for ML, but no one knows who ML is, yet. Inside of the park's holiday store, North Star Wintry Wonders, there is a conveyor belt above the shelves with toys moving on it. Look closely and you may spot a familiar face from elsewhere at Universal Orlando. And Earl the Squirrel doll can be seen moving along the belt. You can also spot him in the window on the back wall where the conveyor belt is dumping toys into Santa's sleigh. Captain Cacao as a Jack-in-the-Box, along with his moonship, can be spotted moving along with the other toys as well. There's also a nod to Moonship chocolates and Celestial sweets on the signs inside of the Blue Dragon Pan-Asian restaurant, helping to create a shared universe in story. That's all for now, but what are some of the hidden details or Easter eggs that you've spotted at the park? Be sure you're subscribed as we dig into detailed videos all about Epic Universe in the coming months. If you like what we do, consider joining our Patreon for perks like exclusive posts, your name in the credits, and more. Patreon.com/themeparkstop. Thanks for watching. See you next time.